Hello and welcome to SCN Corporate Connect. I'm Jane King at the New York Stock Exchange. With me today, Manraj Rai, the CEO of GOeureka. So welcome, Manraj.
Thanks for having me.
You're using blockchain in the travel industry.
Correct. What we're creating is essentially an online travel booking platform utilizing blockchain technology. So the current scene in the market is it's being dominated by online travel agents like Booking.com and Agoda and Hotels.com. Yes, yeah. So look, they charge anywhere up to 30% commissions per booking. So indirectly, over time, this is actually increased the prices of hotel rooms around the world because hotels have to factor these commissions into the pricing.
Get your points.
Yeah, you don't get your loyalty points. You get the points from the online travel agents, but not from the hotels.
Right.
So that's one aspect of. So we're coming in creating a more transparent platform where it's essentially a marketplace that hotels connect to and users book with hotels directly at no commissions. So we're even going to the extent of white labeling the hotel's websites onto our platform. So when a consumer clicks onto a Hilton, they will see the Hilton page. So and then on top of that, so anyone that books on our platform will be entitled to receive loyalty points from that hotel program. So there's a few things that we're trying to create in this scene. So one part of it is essentially we are creating an aggregation of hotel loyalty points. So at the moment, when you sign up for hotel programs, you have to log into each website individually and track and redeem your points. So it's sort of a bit tedious. We're coming up with a solution where we aggregate all the memberships that you have on one page where you can track and redeem them. So the second one, which I'd probably say the most important feature on our platform, is that we're creating an interoperable measure for loyalty points, whereby your points at the Hilton can now be used at the Marriott and vice versa. So that's what we're working towards. We've got very strong support from the hotels that we've been talking to. And look, on our advisory board, we've got the Deputy CEO of Accor as well, and we've got a VP from Hilton and myself. And we've got one of the country directors of Agoda, which is one of the biggest OTAs out in Asia.
So if there's no commissions, how do you make money?
So look, we do charge a transaction fees for people who book with credit cards and with cryptocurrencies other than our token. So with our token, when you book, you don't pay a transaction fee, but otherwise you pay a 5% transaction fee based on your room price. That's the revenue model that we have in place.
Now, what has been the reaction? You mentioned that the hotels were warming up to this idea, or they were positively receptive to it. What's the specifics of that?
Yeah, well, look, so at this point in time, it's about educating the hotels about blockchain and what it can do moving forward. It's still very new for them. And if you look at it traditionally in the travel scene, hotels are very slow to adopt the changes, which is why it's got to this. So the OTAs have a stronghold on the online booking industry. And so you're looking anywhere from 40 to 70% of room bookings that are being that are coming from the OTAs towards a hotel. The biggest problem there is that data is not shared with the hotels. So if 70% of my hotel's bookings are coming from an OTA and I don't know the consumers, it's a big problem. So this is where we're creating a more transparent platform, saying that, look, essentially, whoever books through us, you will get their information. So the hotels, what they want to do is direct market back to that consumer. That's the most important factor as well.
Well, I don't think a lot of people realize that the big internet travel companies, there's only like 3. Expedia owns a ton of them, Travelocity, they're all kind of one.
And Priceline.
That's right. They're all kind of, it's like the auto industry. There aren't very many players.
Definitely, yeah, you're right. Look, they buy up any new OTAs that come in the space, so they buy them up and they put them under their portfolio. And they get stronger and they get bigger as the years go on. And the hotels understand it. They're spending a lot of money on direct marketing campaigns, trying to get users to book directly. And this is where we're coming in more of a tech partner than an OTA. So that's how we're positioning our company moving forward, yeah. And there's a couple of other features that we have, like a rebooking feature as well. And we also have, we're creating a universal concierge app for the hotels. So a lot of people don't really know that when you check into a hotel using the loyalty program, you can actually download the hotel's app and you can do some pretty cool things, like you can unlock your door with your mobile phone, you can order room service from the phone, you can check in, check out automatically as well. So the problem there is that consumers don't like downloading so many different apps. That's where the issue comes in. So we're creating one universal app that will also be white labeled to the hotel's brand, and that will essentially act as the app for any user that's on our platform to utilize moving forward.
Now, you mentioned hotels. Do you have plans to work with rental cars, airlines, any of the other aspects of the travel?
Definitely, I think, but one step at a time for us. We have to start off with the hotel industry. So we're launching our platform in Q4 this year. We're looking at October or November this year.
And is that global?
Yes, so we've already got around 210,000 properties that are signed up, and we're looking to increase this number tremendously over the next 2 years.
Now, do you also have a token?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we have a GOeureka token, and so this is where blockchain essentially comes into our platform, whereby when you converting your loyalty points from one hotel to another, when you're making them interoperable, that's where the token comes into the picture as well. And on top of that, when you're booking with the tokens, as I mentioned, there is no transaction fees involved. So based on the model that we have, we're able to create one of the most cost-effective platforms moving forward in the world. So the next step would be, of course, we are selling these tokens out in our private sale round and in the ICO round as well. And what will happen? So moving forward, there's a very heavy spend required to market these platforms. So just to give you an example, we've got Priceline that spent about close to $3 billion last year on marketing, solely on marketing. And in comparison, the biggest hotel group in the world, which is Marriott, spends about $300 million a year on marketing. So we're aiming to achieve a hard cap of $150 million, of which 60% of those funds will be spent purely on marketing. Because there's no point having a great platform with great prices, but then no one knows about it.
Knows about it, right? So how can somebody find out about it?
Well, essentially, we will be spending. So we've got a very in-depth marketing plan as to how we're going to market the platform moving forward. It's not your traditional SEM and SEO optimization. There's a lot more to it. So I think eventually you will be hearing about us on your social media platforms, videos that we will be creating on certain channels as well. So that's how we're planning to market. We've got a whole plan up, and it's actually detailed in our white paper as well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Manraj, for joining us. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you as well for joining us on SCN Corporate Connect. I'm Jane King at the New York Stock Exchange. Have a great day.